Hello, everybody, and welcome back to. We are here to talk about different things in the film industry news. I love doing. I actually love all the podcasts. And before we get into today's podcast, I actually do want to talk about a channel update. Our guy one YouTube channel. Part 1, 2, 3. Uploads on it are gonna be podcasts and the U-boat series. I'm gonna cut all the multiplayer except for Minecraft because we actually, spoiler alert, we did finish that Minecraft run, but everything else we haven't finished yet. And I'm tired of putting up unfinished stuff. I'm tired of putting up unfinished series. It's not to the fault of who I do this. It's not their fault at all. I'm not saying that. It's hard to get people together for a series, and so I think with other people, I think what we're one-off stuff, like more one-off games, more one-off events, unless we can get an entire series together. So the Stellaris series will be put on hold. I'm very sorry to say that. I loved so much fun. Don't have. This could change if in the next week or so I can get them to record the rest with me. And right now I have nothing planned to go in the slot of that. Minecraft will finish out. I gotta editing for that. For a series going up on the channel, the Crusader Kings will stay on. U-boat will also stay on, and we'll add a couple things back and settled in. I thank you guys all for understanding. The podcast will still be normal. I just YouTube side of things about this or watching this on the podcast /podcast side. Please join us on YouTube. It's a very, very fun experience. We play games and stuff, and the podcasts are all ever can't get onto your podcasting website. So anyways, as always, before we begin the actual podcast, we would like everyone to here to know that we are all fucking. All of these takes are our personal opinions, but that does not exclude us from scrutiny. If you have a problem with something on the podcast, let us know at Jacob J. Or the Fast Fire Guy 123 YouTube channel. Comment under this specific podcast, which will have the same exact title as wherever you're listening to it. Greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate recent support. And a little bit of warning. This podcast will include, but is not limited to, swearing, sexually explicit content, hot and cold takes alike, and even more swearing. Alright, let's get into the news today. Hang on. Pull it up. What is first? Okay, guess what, everybody? We got another movie delay. Thank you, coronavirus. Delaying movies since 2019. The newest movie that's going to be released, and it was actually one I was fucking looking forward to, actually going back to the theaters, was James Bond No Time to Die. I love Daniel Craig's performances in the previous one. Again, his previous James Bond movies. It sucks that it's being delayed. It's being pushed back to April 2nd, 2021, which is almost exactly a year later than its initial release date, because it was originally supposed to come out March 31st. Oh. So they're going to be releasing it next year. Basically, there's been concerns recently with a lot of coronavirus spikes, is what their response is, and so that they're going to they're basically just going to delay it, but they're basically going to delay it until said yeah, it was originally supposed to come out this November, but it's now delayed again. Hooray! Yay! And guess what? This delay also has other ramifications, which we're gonna get into in a second. Yay! Alright, sorry, I had to. Looking at. So, in light of the new, which this was gonna be a lot of theater, basically hoping on to help save them, help earn them money. But guess what? Regal Theaters are considering to closing all of their U.S. theaters after this delay to 2021. The cinema chain Cineworld said Sunday that it's preparing to close all of its movie theaters in the United States and Britain after the postponement of this film. They own 543 cinemas in the United States and 128 Cineworld venues in the UK and Ireland. They are the second largest movie theater chain in America. So if they're going to be closing for a temporary amount of time, this is huge. They're having a huge detraction. And because cinemas remain closed in New York and Los Angeles already, and with this delay happening, meaning they can't get money from anywhere else, they just decided, well, we're not going to be able to do anything. And this is in light of 7.5 million people getting infected and 210,000 Americans dying. So that's the event. So coronavirus is speaking on something interesting. I know in the film industry, movie theaters, amusement parks, and bars will be able to reopen in New North Carolina with restrictions. Mr. Cooper says. They are going to be going into phase 3. It'll go into effect Friday 5 p.m. and will remain in place through October 23rd at 5 p.m. Phase 2.5, which September 4th, is set to expire Friday. Basically, this the reason they're doing this is that in their state, heavily, there's been huge businesses struggling, and they've thought they've been treating unfairly. There's been a lot of protesting, and so movie theaters, entertainment spaces, and amusement parks will be reopening under obviously limited capacity, forcing you to wear masks, etc., etc. The specific restrictions are I'm actually going to go into. Movie theater and conference occupancy is set to 30% capacity or 100 people, whichever is less. In movie theaters, the capacity limit applies to each screen. Bars can open outdoors only at 30% outdoor capacity or 100 guests, whichever is less. Bars that don't have outdoor seating can open outdoor spaces to no more than 7 people for every 1,000 square feet area. 11 p.m. alcohol curfew for on-site consumption is still going to be in place, and outdoor amusement parks may open to 30% capacity. Indoor amusement park rides must be closed. Large venues outside with more than 10,000 can open at 7% capacity. Smaller outdoor arrangement venues can open at 30% of capacity or 100. Basically, you're limited to 100 guests or 30%. Right. The Lion King is in Disney's never-ending series of reboots is going to be the next we're going to be talking about. So, on Disney's never series of endless reboots, the sequel to live-action remake The Lion King is in the works with Moonlight, and they're trying to get Barry Jenkins to do it. Basically, it's going to be The Lion King 2 Simba's Pride, more than likely. The new sequel will reportedly. Oh no, it's actually going to be a different. Ooh, they're doing something. Sequel will reportedly focus on the early years of Mufasa, Simba's father. Isn't that a prequel then? Disney is yet to announce if any of the 2019 film's cast members, including basically all of them, will return for the sequel. I hope they do. Basically they're going to be doing research. Basically they're going to be doing reboots because Disney is at this point. All right. Speaking of more Disney, Benedict Wong says Doctor Strange sequel may start filming next year. Uh, they've got a writer on board who I met at the Endgame premiere, so I think this basically he said he got a writer that he met during the Endgame premiere. So, hey, that seems pretty cool. I guess probably it'll probably be late Phase 4, more than likely. Very, very excited. There you go with that. And I guess that's it for the day. Hey, fantastic. Great. Except for Disney laying off 28,000 cast members. Woohoo! Oh god, I feel doesn't they employ a lot of 28,000 staff, especially in these trying times. That's awful. But anyways, please join us on Tuesday for U-Boat, Wednesday Crusader Kings 2 on the Fast Fire Guy 123 channel. This for Crusader Kings and U-Boat. Please join us Wednesday for the podcasting site for gaming news. Friday for bowling content. We're probably going to be talking about building the tournament bag, which is going to be very, very fun. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching. You all have a fantastic day.